Hello, what's up? No, you puzzle yourself. Hello, and welcome to my show. We have Satori here, which you might remember from our last.
I'm Daddy.
From our last show. Let me. If you remember, I can't even see my control boost. Watch this, Satori. Let's make. Whoa, no, isn't that reversed? That's not supposed to be like that. Let's try this. Hey. I see. It's reversed. There we go. And now, oh, no. Daddy. Let's put Daddy.
Taking my finger. It's
Daddy.
Daddy. Polygon.
Oh, come on. Okay, did it work here? Let's see. Daddy. Okay. And welcome. As you remember last week, we were trying to screencast some YouTube videos and follow up, but that didn't work. And I did some research, and it turns out you cannot play, or it won't record the YouTube video. So you will have to join me if you want to see my rendition of chopping broccoli. No, shredding paper Lee. Which, if I can't, yes, it's my my rendition of shredding paper Lee to Dana Carvey's chopping broccoli. Okay, but that will have to be some other time, perhaps an offline video for the Birdhouse Report. If you're joining me at a future date, which you likely will, because we have not yet had any guests except for this lovely one.
Only one lovely.
Okay, like this, and let's
take out what?
No, my lower thirds, and let's put for you. Satori and daughter, and Uika makes. I'm typing here, by the way. Makes let's play videos. All right, we'll give you a different color too. Let's make you something like that. Okay. How about red? All right, here we go.
Red. That's orange.
Is that orange? Can you tell him why you would need to tell me what color it is? Okay, you pick a color for your lower thirds.
How do you click?
There you go. Oh, the other one, this side.
Red.
Left click. This one?
Yeah, red.
All right, let's turn on.
Wait.
Turn on.
That's kind of red.
Okay, good enough, right?
No.
It's not even, if you were on your own computer, then you would even have your picture, but you're just sitting on my lap, so this is my screen. Now, let's go to the show. The show today is entitled Lil Monsters because we have one little monster here. The other little monster is in the bedroom. You have to turn it off and then on to then change for the changes to happen.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. All right, we did it. Now, for the other little monster, who's the little monster's name?
Milo.
In there?
No.
Oh, but yes, Milo is another little monster, but he's not here today. We are sitting for Oscar. He is watching The Incredible Hulk on Netflix. And, as I mentioned in the description, today's to-do list, instead of learning control booth and cleaning and all that stuff and laundry, we are going to write a letter to Shamuel.
Who's Shamuel?
Good you asked. Shamuel is, let me share my screen, because I will show you who Shamuel is. Shamuel, there's our infinity. Shamuel is a gentleman I met some time ago. He's, I guess, the son of someone who is let's see if we see. Yes, we see that. So He is the son of a pharmacy owner nearby.
What are you doing? We're making a video.
We're on our TV show. Here, why don't you? No, you don't want to say hi. Okay, all right, never mind. That would have been a pain in the butt. Anyway. Kensington
What? There's gonna be an episode called Ultimate Deadpool.
The Ultimate Deadpool. From what's the name of the Netflix show again?
But it's not in there. It's not that. It's in Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, you changed the show?
No.
All right, so let's get back to the question. Can you close the door there so our studio audience can hear? All right. So a few years ago, I met Shamuel because his dad was opening, or a family member of his was opening a pharmacy.
I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
On my computer.
All right. You guys will see the results of the game some other time on Satori's channel, YouTube channel. Yes.
This one has abomination in it.
All right. Let us search for me.
Okay. I want to play Minecraft.
Let's search for me. Yay. Here are some articles in which I appear. Not the Robin Williams one, but let's go through here because then we can find Shamuel. We don't have a picture of him, but we have a picture of his neighborhood pharmacy. Occasionally write for this hyper local news. There is Mr. Handsomeness. Do you see Mr. Handsomeness, Satori?
No.
All right. So some articles I've posted, but what we're looking for is this one.
What you're looking for?
No, we're not looking for butts, though. We do look at butts sometimes. Hopefully tastefully, and we pinch your butt. Don't you know that all butts belong to me? Yours, yeah. All butts in this house, including Romeo's and Trevor's. All right, we're back. We're back after that digression. Here we are. Shamuel is a young man. At the time that I met him, he worked for AOL Patch. But we're on my show. On your show, you can talk about Jacksepticeye. But we'll get a frame. So,
wow.
Long after that article was written, I bumped into Shamuel, and he had expressed that he wanted to take a vacant space that he has in the neighborhood and do some computer literacy classes at the space. Now,
I'm still trying to figure out how you put a tectonic donkey.
We will let the studio audience answer. Well, how about we make a question here? How to put a chest on a donkey. Is that possible? No, it has to be a URL. But while I'm here, why don't I put that Kensington BK link for our comment thread. Let's put this this link in our comment thread here, and there is the person we will be writing a little letter to today. We will be I have his email, but I feel like I'd rather speak with him. I'm going to write him a little letter on a little piece of paper. And what we were doing here was copying this to put here. Yes, there is. Huh? What What is the source? What is the source? No, I guess I can put, let's try to put it in, say, a chat room. We are still kind of working through the issues of, here's chat, of learning this system. So the gentleman written about there, he bumped into him on the sidewalk, and he had mentioned that, excuse me, he had mentioned that he wanted to start this training, computer literacy. It's right here plugged in and charging. Does any of you have kids? Here, let's put that in the comment. Any of you have Lil Monsters that you are?
Are we also talking about kids?
Yes, yes, and you guys are part of the show. That you are just itching for school to resume for. Okay, that is quite a labyrinthian sentence, but let's see if I can get some uninterrupted time to just describe what I was trying to do here. Shamuel wanted to set up a training center in some vacant space that I guess he and his family own or have access to, and he asked me for some ideas. Back then, you know, at first I was, do you have computers? Do you have workstations? Blah, blah, blah. And of course, no, he doesn't. I said, well, there is probably a way to start teaching some rudimentary coding with just a pen and paper, and then have, say, one computer for as a lab. People can come in, try it out, schedule, see if their computer programs that were written on paper are syntactically correct and will compile or render whatever the language that gets chosen. However, the other day I had a shower thought, as one of the Reddit subchannels is called, which is that the guy could make his training session very low entry bar with a Raspberry Pi. Okay, well, I'm not going to help you at the moment. When I'm done with my show's almost over. So I wanted to just reach out to him and tell him that probably the best thing to do is to ask the students to get a Raspberry Pi. Go to Curb Alert, or if you bear with me, I can find a little flyer where you might be able to get. Resources from the city. Here is accessible. In civics, the folder name. Here is the folder name, Civic Life. I will bring out the entire folder name. Civic Life.
Tagging. Yeah, tagging. Tagging.
Thank you for bearing with me. We've gotten the Civic Life file section. There you go. It's back. Are we on air, my friend? All right. Let's see. Civic life and governance. And in there we have found this NYC Stuff Exchange. So my little notice to Shamuel will be ask your participants, get a Raspberry Pi. I think they're like $35 or something along those lines. We have a micro center just down the street here in Brooklyn, and perhaps they can get their monitor and keyboard from this NYC Stuff Exchange, and there's the QR code for more information. So I figure that SD card, a little rough shot, you know, just a little setup, even just the process of students setting up their Raspberry Pi, I think would be quite a wonderful experience. As we all know, as the digital millennium progresses, those who have no knowledge of the ins and outs of the circuitry or are going to be at not just a disadvantage, but may even be prompted to do things that are not in their best interest just by mere design of the system. Okay, now here we go. My little graph paper pulled out. You will not see the writing because I am using pencil. I think the pen is mightier than the pencil. No, sorry. You heard that saying, Satori? The pen is mightier than the sword?
What?
Have you heard that saying, the pen is mightier than the sword? No. Okay, well, the pen is mightier than the sword. You know why?
Why?
Because they have used pens to create nations before.
I don't understand.
All right, never mind. Maybe someday you will. I don't think most of my audience understands, but yes, no sword ever signed a peace treaty, but the pen did sign a peace treaty. The pen is mightier than the sword. That is my statement, but I believe the pencil is mightier than the pen. So we're going to use the pencil, the mightiest tool of them all, as far as I'm concerned. And Shemesh is dated already. I've already started with date. September 3, 2015, Shemuel. Some months I'm going to write it offline, and I will post it as a photo. So I wonder if I can even pause the broadcast. Is there a pause? Probably not. Too bad we don't have a guest to do all the writing. But how about I just write it while on air, and I will edit out, as I should be editing episodes 1 and 2. They should have been edited by now, but all these things that all these moments I get to spend with you, all these little projects I have, they happen in the grout of my life. But the tiles really occupy all those special moments where we can deliver to you high quality entertainment. For now, you're going to have to settle for rough cut, somewhat, if not entirely boring entertainment. All right, here we go. Shamuel, some months ago, we bumped into each other on the street, and you mentioned to me the desire to start a computer literacy center in the neighborhood. It occurred recently. Just as a little aside, good writing, or good composition, I should say, something that I don't think they teach you about in writing classes is that you have to slow your mind down to the speed at which you can compose, whether it's 62 words per minute on the keyboard. That's if you have had a typing class, or and practice at it, or the pen, whatever. If you can compose verbally, dictate, as you can see with my ums and ums and ums, and my pauses, they're not dramatic. It's just I do not talk well. All right, so, but I can write very well, and especially because you gotta slow your thoughts to the pace of the pen or the keyboards. Otherwise, you finish writing the story long before you've gotten past the first or second paragraph. It's already, thoughts have already written and composed it all. Write it down. Little Joe. That's the name of. Is that from Ponderosa? Little Joe. All right. Where were we? Paragraph 2. It occurred to me recently. What? Okay. Who's Evie?
How do you? Okay, you can talk again.
Oh, not Evie. It occurred to me recently that you may be. Wasn't it still on? There. Yeah, there. Yeah, it occurred to me recently that you may be able to launch a center with money by using see, I don't know if I should say that presuming knows it and just say Raspberry Pi, or if you, how about instead of using, by asking your students of their school supplies. An actual space there. On raspberry. Put a little URL right there after I'm done with my short message. And then so you may be able to equip the center with keyboards and monitors / TVs by the over attached flyer for NYC's Stuff Exchange. Hope this helps, and don't hesitate to reach out should you wish to discuss this further. All the best. JC Martinez-Sifre, of, even though I don't write for them anymore, I had kind of a bit of a disappointment with it, but I do, that's where you would know me, of Kensington BK.com, and Kensington Trash Mob.
What are you doing?
Is my TV show every Thursday. I do my TV show. When I press stop, this is live. Anyone can call in and join.
Is this on your? Is she on your video?
If you go to YouTube, this is Oscar, my friends.
Take it.
And why don't you guys put on your shoes? Because after I press stop, I'm almost done. We're gonna go out. Maybe go to deli. I'm gonna give you each $2, $2 to buy whatever you like. Okay. Yes. We're gonna sign off. All I gotta do is finish the salutation and make a copy of this for our friend, and it will be delivered. If there is any progress, I will let you all know. See you next week, Thursday, little after the noon time, or during noon if you want to watch during your lunch in your cubicle. All the best. Bye.